We can leave at any time. Let's get on with it then. Got my identification device on. Once we're inside the prison, we won't be able to come back out again for a while. Must be absolutely sure that we're ready for anything. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Monica is staying in the city to lead the Lost Numbers and won't be able to join the party for a while. Okay, so we've started the segment where Monica isn't available and we're gonna be stuck in the prison for a while. And oh, cutscene.
It's massive. That's the Agnian castle.
And it's floating.
Seen it before, Mia?
Nope. First time for me too. Like you guys. We never got any special training.
If our intel's right, we ought to find a cave if we circle along anti-clockwise.
Is that the one that then leads to the ventilation ducts in the camp?
Yeah, that's right.
Quickly. We need to get in before it gets light.
Alright, time to infiltrate the castle. Also, Patulia Bay. Let me replay the freaking alert really quickly. Mika Blaze raiding with a party of 4 here.
Nobody expects the
My
Spanish
goodness
Inquisition.
gracious, I think you were shooting me some Xenoblade as well? If I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong there. I appreciate the raid there, Mika Blaze. Welcome everybody for Mika Blaze's stream. I'm in the middle of some Xenoblade shenanigans over here. We're gonna like infiltrate this castle like we're playing Metal Gear. Also, why are they so astounded that this was floating? The freaking Kepis castle was floating too. You know, technically. Did beat the game, but you have so much side quests to do. Dang it! Everyone's beating the game but me! Take that, silly fish. My goodness gracious. But yeah, I appreciate the raid. Yeah, I'm in chapter 5. I'm doing this segment. Look at all these items and stuff. Man, everybody's beating this game. Wait, so do I like disembark and then swim in? Oh. Secret tunnel. Whoa, I almost got fat shamed for a second there. But yeah, let's see here. It makes me wonder if there are some developers that worked on both games and shared some ideas while both games were in development, because both this game and Tales of Arise do really have too many parallels. You think so? I guess I'll be able to see for certain after I've beaten this game here. But yeah, now we wait until I've beaten this game and then we can like discuss it in depth. You know, it might be fun sometime after this game is beaten to just like come together like a bunch of content creator friendos and just have like a podcast like discussion talking about you know, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and our thoughts on it. If that's something that you nerds would be interested in, Mika Blaze, Guzma, J-Dog, I think you were saying that you beat it as well. It'd be pretty interesting. Maybe a bunch of content creators all being able to discuss the game. That's an idea.
Some downtime.
That's an idea there. I saved not that long ago, but I guess I'll do it again, you know? But yeah, top 10 Xenoblade moments that made you cry. What, chapter 5 here? Everyone's continuing to warn me about it. Like, everyone keeps telling me that it's like super emotional. And my cousin also told me that like the ending cutscene of this chapter is like 27 minutes long or something, you know? But yeah, be awesome. We can make a follow-up stream too from our first stream our theories. Such, yeah, follow up after that, see how much like we got right and how much we got wrong and stuff. Now we know that like characters are respawning, but let's face it, the clone theory was like a really good guess. Like, let's be real, you know? Let's be real there. But yeah, half of them in this game. What, you're saying you didn't cry at like half the moments that Xenoblade Chronicles X joked about making Tatsu into food? Crying because it's just like, it's so bad that they keep making this same joke. Can they just like get over it and joke about something else and just not bring it up? I'm crying, it's so bad, you know? Did moments like that in Xenoblade X, if you've played it, not get you to cry? But yeah, you're about Ed being a clone of Noah though. Either, gosh freaking darn it. About, yeah, the mask being off and it's like, yeah, that's Noah there. Yeah, I didn't expect that either there. M and the N there. But yeah, boopity bop. Time to pew. So our, yeah. You wanna know the reason for that? Because, you know, while I don't mind being a smidge over-leveled in Xenoblade Chronicles games, I typically didn't want to be like too over-leveled. The reason for that was like a couple streams ago, I just went around getting like every class I had available at the time to level 10 was the thing. So the stream that started, gosh dang it, the stream that ended at the beginning of chapter 5, and I was like, yeah, I'm wrapping up the stream here at the beginning of chapter 5. I was at like level 47 or something like that, or 48 by the end of that. And then I grinded off camera until level 64, and I had like all my available classes up to that point, which went up to Lone Exile, all the way to level 10. And there have been times that I started to grind off camera, and then my progress in classes just grinded to a halt, just because I was fighting enemies that, you know, were around my same level, or I was starting to get like over level 2 and I wasn't getting that much CP. But then I was like, okay, if I can't grind that much, then I'll explore. And I started exploring with the first area and the very first landmark right here. And I went north and I found all these high level enemies, so I grinded against them until I had all my classes at level 10, which just so happened to put me at level 64. So I'm you know, anywhere from 15 to 20 levels over leveled now, which I honestly can't even feel too bad about, considering sometimes this game really doesn't care about your level, especially in hard mode, you know? But yeah, now I feel safe enough to go look through the Xenoblade chat in your Discord. There's not a whole lot of super spoilery stuff there, since, you know, I haven't even beaten it yet. But yeah, kinda absolutely do that. I know that there's some stuff put there in like spoiler tags and stuff. Let's see here. I think this is the place. If we break through this wall, we can get outside, right? All right, set on, we're up. Got it, I'm with you. Oh my goodness, it suddenly got a lot brighter. Oh, are they just gonna punch it? Oh my goodness, they just Falcon punched it. Wow, okay, cool. Cool. You wait, give me that thing there. Is that a waterfall in the distance? Wow, that's pretty cool. Let's have a proper look around. Wow. I have to say, like, all 4 of the Xenoblade Chronicles games have to be like some of my favorite game worlds, you know, for sure. But yeah, let's see here. Almost right in that theory, so in a way, you guess who did expect Console M to show up?
How about here?
I guess in a way. I was just predicting that, you know, Mio is related to Nia in some way, and I still kind of feel that way. I'll find out as it goes on. But, you know, also clearly, you know, same kind of person as Console M there. Console N and M and stuff. So we'll see what's going on there. Maybe we'll get like some answers during this chapter finale. Let's see here. This is gonna sound weird, but you're gonna send a selfie to the Xenoblade chat. This is the shirt you wore when you beat the game. Was it a Xenoblade shirt of some sort? This is the Monado's power.
It's time to plan the day.
Maybe. Digging sandfly fossil. I'm a sandfly fossil and I'm digging a hole. Diggy sandfly fossil. Anyway. Meant about the consoles being the evil team, how we thought there were only 6 before the game came out. Oh, yeah, they was just freaking, I guess they just filled up all the letters of the alphabet except for A, for whatever reason. I guess they didn't want to be very Canadian. It was a Xenoblade shirt, nice. I'll check it out there later. Yoink. Yoink. Grab that noise bite there. Oh yeah, when I was exploring around, I actually found like a really long climbing spot that kind of reminded me of that ultra long climbing ladder in Tales of Arise. It was the one that led up to the distant fingertip, like on the Mechonis hand. And it was basically the same like path up to the top as in Xenoblade 1, like the same kind of rail, like the same thing at the top there. You know, like to the point that was probably imported right from like Xenoblade D. It was pretty crazy.
Everyone.
It was pretty neato. Because it feels like it wasn't all that long ago that I was there in Xenoblade Definitive. So that was a cool secret place that I made it to when I was exploring around earlier today. Was the case. Got it from the Yeti. It's got Shulk, Rex, and Noah. Oh, that's cool. Final stretch of Chapter 5, the most tedious part of the entire game was this part here, at least for you. Good thing I'm like 15 to 20 levels over leveled.
Go on my mark.
Thank goodness for that. Disrespect your surroundings. Just break things. Oh, I guess there really isn't, huh?
We go then.
Well, this gonna be like Mechonis Core again. Seems like they have a lot of prisoners.
Good morning, you snuffing reprobates. Beautiful morning today. If only I could appreciate it. Didn't get much sleep. Do you know why? Because the eclipse draws ever nearer. How many of you are getting made an example of on Hope's Rest this time? I can hardly contain myself thinking about it. Couldn't catch a wink of sleep last night, me.
Nutty snuffer. He's really enjoying this.
Yet, nonetheless, the show must go on in order to unite our hearts and minds to keep the world in balance and perfect harmony. This will be your final resting place. So why not live a little while you still have some body to enjoy it with?
I'll give him something to enjoy.
What term is he even? It's not like he'll have that much longer than them to live. Ah, bollocks.
It's okay. I'm not bothered. I hate people like that.
Is this about the right place?
It's so funny!
I can't tell from the data we pulled. We'll have to
You're
check
all
each
going
room
to die, and I guess I'm not, or something. Something or other. Down we go? I guess down we go? Two gods. Probably shouldn't just force our way through, eh? Agreed. Let's look for another place. Alright, guess we're looking for another place. I saw him vent. Looking real sus here. I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not. Let's see here. Lots of gods here. Bah, just our luck. Let's go somewhere else then. Well, I guess not there. I was just gonna treat it like a freaking maze. Just hug the right wall and I'll get there eventually. Assuming it's not a maze with some weird interior loops. But yeah, you don't get the joke? It's funny because the ugly barnacle you see here. No, I don't know. Was that? Oh, you mean you didn't get my joke? Yeah, this is a warehouse of some kind. According to the schematics, that's what it is. What do you think, Noah? There are no guards, so we should be able to proceed. You're right. Seems safe enough. Let's get us down there, through here. Hold up. Shouldn't we be taking off our eye patches? As far as I can tell, the people being held in here don't have them on. Makes sense. Okay, so we're doing that to blend in. No more pirate life. I can't believe you never played that thing, Bob. I'm still continuing to get more notifications of like movement out there. Like I've never set up like cameras before and connected them to my phone, anything like that. So this is something a bit different for me. And I think bugs are just like flying by out there, and it's continuing to set it off. Never played Among Us. Have you never played Fortnite? Have you never played Fall Guys? I've never played the third one. If you ever want to play Fortnite, send a message to that Carvia guy. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 inspired by award-winning Game of the Year Among Us. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Central Cell.
The hell you come here for?
Gondor. Is that Gondor?
I asked you a question. Give me an answer, fresh fish.
Huh?
Huh? Cut the crap. Any lights on in there, you dead brain?
Hold on. Is Gondor
Is Gondor a what? Finish your damn sentence. What? My name? You got a problem with it?
So she's Gondor.
Bitch queen. She must have thought she was being funny. Oh, so you agree, do you?
No, it wasn't. I didn't mean. Ah!
Go die in a ditch, you turd.
Yikes. Never thought I'd hear someone tap Uni's sweary mouth.
Don't you go copying her, Senna.
Nah, not my style. Oh, wow. Way to talk trash about one of your friends.
So, where was I?
Think it was about why they're here.
Oh, right, that. So, what's the idea, sweethearts?
Now she's playing nice?
You're Gondor.
What's it to you?
Monica from the city. She told us about you. She said you'd know where the queens are.
So you are the bitch queen's lapdogs?
Please tell us what you know. We have good reason to meet with them. To bring peace and to set the world to rights.
This shit again?
What?
I'm fed up with hearing that sanctimonious Arden crap.
So you aren't gonna help us out then?
If you're trying to kill the now, then you can just forget it.
Kill the now?
Did I bloody stutter? Oh, you just don't get it. Maybe this'll hammer it home. Eggy, Oggy,
Mom?
At your command.
give this lot a bruising and dump him in the trash.
Mom.
My pleasure.
There's a prison fight sequence. Oh my goodness, what the heck is this? Wow, they just allow weapons in the prison? Okay. Okay, sure, I guess, you know. I guess we'll go ahead and focus on these guys first. Yeah, I am very grateful for being as over-leveled as I am because, you know, not having the best of opportunities to grind right now, and it's probably good to be safe like this, you know? This is bringing Final Fantasy 7 vibes, is it now? If only Crash were here, I'd ask him about that, since he's the big Final Fantasy 7 stan. One day I'll play Final Fantasy 7, and it'll be because of him. Will probably be the case. Alright, let's see here. Do the thing. Oh, slight lag there. It seemed like the audio kind of skipped a beat for a hot second. That was weird. I wonder if that was the game or if that was my capture card. Or my computer. Or just my headphones. Could be anything. Could be anything like that, I guess. Yeah. Okay, that's good then. Maybe it's designed to be easy so that, you know, you can for sure beat it without grinding since you don't really have any opportunities to grind around here. Oh, land's got toppled. Anyway, that's neither here nor there though. Just kind of found that amusing. Well, time to die. Alright, time for Gondor. Battle of Gondor Field is what that's giving me freaking Fire Emblem Three Houses PTSD of, quite frankly. Alright, pew! We'll do a wicked chain attack against you. Should send something you almost lost multiple times and barely made it first try. Hopefully it'll be a-okay at this level. Again, I was not planning on getting to this level. I just decided I was gonna max out all my classes I had available at the time, and that just so happened to put me at level 64. Alright, time to die. But yeah. There's a Boondocks character put in Zero. I don't even know what Boondocks is, I'm sorry to say. I can't even start with this because it's freaking pointless if I do. So I might have just got out RNG'd again. So let's just hope that I get you back again later, I guess. I don't know. So, let's see here. Let's do that. Yeah, I think the center one's probably the best for, like, numbers, I feel like. Probably. And then, I'll just do this, like, into lands, I think. Shuan, I'll swim, you believe, huh? Yeah, news to me. News to me there. Sit down! Down to the ground! Get out! Get down there. Alright. Time for some numbers. Pew pew. Yeah, this is literally the first order and look at the damage it's doing. Literally just the very first order. Okay, so then... Sure, how about this? I'll get a better bonus if I get the 25% extra from the first strike bonus than getting the 20% of doing our Pegasus Knight here. So let's see here. I'll do that. Yeah, I think Gondor's gonna kind of get wrecked over here. I think is what's gonna happen. All right, ready for some numbers? Numbers on the screen. But yeah, you're gonna have to wait till, yeah, after the stream you can send me some clips. Or just send them to me during a stream and I'll just watch them after stream. Wait, I just now realized I could have launched. I'm silly. Oh, okay, now we, okay. So, I don't know, we'll do this again. We don't really need to re-inflict bleed. But yeah. You think so? Like mentality-like, behavior-like, or something or other? I guess we'll daze. Sure. Bam. Get dazed. And then we can probably pull off the thingamabob, right? We can we can pull off the Bravo here. Is what we can do, along with getting some of our higher TP Dudos back. Is what we can do. Yeah, Gondor's just gonna get kind of wrecked over here. After my PTSD with 3 houses and the Battle of Grondor Field, I'm glad that someone with a similar name I'm able to show what's for after, you know, after that battle gave me so much trouble in 3 houses, you know. All right, I'll get a smidge more TP off of this with Agnes class. I'm just saying I'll get like the 5 extra points, so may as well do this here. Wow, okay. Now that you have a Xenoblade 3 story, you can go grind that tower fantasy game your friends are playing. You'll be lurking, but you will be watching. Okay. Okie joke. Enjoy the Tower of Fantasy stuff there, Mika Blaze. I appreciate the raid once again. Cool. There's our glasses nerd. So, I don't know. Sure, let's do this. But yeah, there's a part where Gondor even says the exact same thing as her. What, like Monica? Probably recognize it and they just sit there and laugh noticing it. Because it's something that I'll see like suited up here. Let's see if I can get like all 3 of them to go. I should be able to do it like this. This is what I should be able to do, you know. Do that. Yeah, so. Yeah, Connor's just there. Dead on the ground. Just getting wrecked. So, I mean, you know. So, you know. But yeah, I'm just like, okay. Look at all these people watching. The absolute murderizing happening. Wait. Did I not get an Ouroboros order? Whatever.
Huh?
I put all my love into that one for you. You better appreciate it. Wait, it's glowing.
Careful. She packs a meaner punch than you think, Noah.
Yeah, no jokes.
Of course she does. She's a pro. That's Monica's daughter for you.
Daughter? You mean that she was born from Monica? Like that baby we saw?
That's about the size of it. Plus, the head Ouroboros candidate.
That too?
You don't say. It all adds up now.
Oi! What are you prattling on about? You got something to say? Say it to my face.
We do.
Go on then.
Why are we fighting each other? It's so pointless.
Piss off. No, it's not.
Why?
Because you dads haven't figured it out.
About killing the Now?
Yeah.
Then stop holding out and just tell us.
set the world to rights, you said.
Yeah, I did.
Not sure if you're just being self-righteous, but take a look around. Think about how many lives it's cost. Running after that shit already.
All right, that's enough! On your knees now, all of you! Hands behind your head! Disobey me, you'll get time in solitary!
Change of plan. Sheathe your blades now. Let's just do as he says, okay?